Next lift, we're doing a sumo deadlift. Same as the conventional deadlift. The only difference is taking a wider stance. So when you're taking a wider stance, it's an easier reach to the bar, grabbing a bar. Okay, conventional deadlift's right here, locking out the bars right here. If I take a, I'm not going to exaggerate this, taking a really wide stance for the sumo deadlift, when I squat down and I lock out, notice the bar travels from here to here. Whereas the conventional deadlift, when you take a narrow stance, then I'm standing up taller, and on top of that, I'm taking slightly wider grip than the sumo, which is slightly narrow. If it's more narrow, then my arm's longer. Okay, so on a sumo deadlift, you're gonna take a wide stance, your toe point out, so that you can squat low. Still want you to engage your quads. Still want you to squat down very low. But typically, because it's sumo, you're taking a wider stance, you could get a little bit lower than conventional deadlift, where your upper body is about 45 degrees, whereas a sumo, if you have the flexibility, you could probably do look more like a front squat, where the conventional deadlift looks like a back squat. Okay, so on a sumo deadlift, right here, you engage your quads a little bit more, simply because you're sitting down a little bit more. So sumo looks like this. You want a grip where it's even in the middle, and on top of that, your arms on the inside of the leg, and my forearm is actually touching the side of my knee and my calf, right here. And you just look forward, butt down, chest up, take a deep breath, lock out just the same as the conventional deadlift, and put it right back down. When you put it back down, I still want you to keep the bar really close to the body. Now that you're taking a wider stance with your toe point out, your knee wouldn't be as much in the way as the conventional deadlift. Therefore, it's easier to put a weight down. So taking a sumo stance right here, when you put the weight down, boom, your knee's already out of the way. As soon as you bang your knee, it's already out of the way of the bar. So with a sumo deadlift, it's a little bit easier to learn for a beginner, simply because you don't have to lean back as much, or that you don't have to have the bar go over your knee when you're doing a conventional deadlift. So that's sumo deadlift.